Elijah, one of the most amazing prophets in the Bible, is standing before a huge crowd. And he's calling them back. He's trying to call them back from worshiping false gods to worshiping the true God. And he gives this incredibly memorable statement in 1 Kings 18:21. It says, Elijah went before the people and said, "How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him." And we love that quote. Choose, pick a side. But you know what the next phrase says? But the people said nothing. Now, there are people out there who are hostile, who are yelling at Christians, who are really upset. But the reality is, you know what most people who aren't followers of Christ say when we talk to them about coming to a relationship with Jesus Christ, about returning to God? Nothing. That's the standard response. We tend to think most people are hostile. Most people are just silent. Now, Elijah had an advantage. He was able to call down fire from heaven, and suddenly a lot of people decided to follow God once, the fire fell from heaven. But we're not really used, none of us, nobody I know is gifted in calling down fire from heaven. But you know what we are gifted with? The ability to live our faith in front of people, to live and speak in such a way that it is attractive to people, to say things that don't push people away from God, but draw people to him. Because they stop being silent when our lives speak so loudly that they have a question as to what's going on. We're not calling down fire from heaven, but we're living with the fire of God in our hearts. We're living with the passion of Christ in the way that we speak, in the way that we act, the way that we treat the least of these, the way we care about the lost. All those things are how we speak, how we call down the fire from heaven, as it were. And that's how we get them to stop being silent. So are you living in such a way today that you're inspiring conversation, not hostility, but conversation, so as people break their silence and become open to conversations about God? That's today's talk. That's today's Jumpstart.